Oh, namaste. Welcome. Just checking the microphone. All looks good. And well, here we are for another episode of Out of the Bed and Onto the Mat. And today's special sequence or focus will be kind of like the other day. We're really just sort of doing some peak poses and really going for it with caution, of course, but enjoying some nice sort of vigorous yoga start to the morning. So first thing we'll do here is lay down and go for boat. This is a really good practice just at the beginning in the morning. So you're gonna raise your arms, head, shoulders, everything off the mat on the back, the feet off the floor at the same time with an inhale breath, and then make a retention here of about 5 or 10 seconds, whatever you're comfortable with. Yeah. And focus when you're doing this, really support your back. Make sure the small of the back is pressed in there and your core is completely locked. Do this a few more times. So inhale. Pause for a moment. Nice to yourself. Give a little knee hug side to side. And we'll do 2 more. Legs, arms, and lifting in with the inhale. Now the last one will come up all the way. So extending, raising forward further, finding a higher balance point. So inhale. If you like, taking your feet there, find your balance point. Really straighten the legs. The arms and shoulders back at first initially. And then from here, if you like, just folding forward. Bring the head to the knee, knees to the head. Torso to the quads. All at once. Exhale, release. Now we're already here. May as well take advantage, go for child's pose. Abductors, open legs as far as you can. Pulling the shoulders back, lifting the head, heart upwards to the sky. These poses I find are easier with the eyes closed. Really focus on your center point of balance. Release the feet. And this is nice for self skin here. Window wipers. Turn around. Tabletop. And roll the toes, pushing back. Down dog. One of my favorites for the morning. Two-legged down dog. So lifting one foot, capturing up the side. And probably shouldn't have worn a hoodie today. Nice. And then the other side. foot, and two-legged dog. A little extra extension there on the calves with this one. Really nice. And from here we'll push back again and down dog. Take a little shortcut. Go for one of my other favorites as well, flying lizard. Now, looking between your hands, bend your knees. Left foot just there between the hands. Drop it on top of the knee, top of the foot. Raise your arms up for crescent. Back as far as you like. Stay here for a little bit. Please. Lowering your torso, keeping your gaze forward for lizard. Get the activation in the back of the upper leg. And then once you have some space, go for flying lizard. Tucking your shoulder there underneath the knee, or knee pit, if you like to call it. Arms out extended. Airplane sounds are optional. And from here, if you want to go a little further, just curl the back toe and bring that knee up. Ooh, flying lizard. Forward and smile. Center. Grouping. We'll come up to child's pose here. Give ourselves a little break for a second. Raise the hands up, sat on the heels. Capture the wrist behind your back. A little weight and compression there on the lower back. Head to the mat. Deep inhale and exhale here. And down. Hands out front. Push it back into down dog. Exhale breath. Looking forward. Take our right foot. Bend the knees. Place it between the hand. Come forward. Top of the left knee, top of the left foot. Raising up, arching back. Deep inhale breath. Crescent. Comfortable. That deep belly breath. Balance. Forward. Hands are set next to the foot. On the mat, completely flat. Lowering yourself down. Objective torso going towards the ground, towards the mat. Bend the elbows, keeping the gaze forward. Lizard. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Feel the activation right here. High. And also the so space. The shoulder just underneath the knee pit. Open the arms for airplane. Airplane lizard. And then if you want to go that extra step, back foot. Curling the toe. Lifting the knee off the mat. Flying along. Back to the inside of the foot. Back to tabletop. One more child's pose. Step back all the way on the heels. This time capturing the opposite out. Wrist this time in the hand. And lowering ourselves down. Exhale breath. Forehead to the mat. And coming back up. Inhale. And so what would we do without an inversion in our going for it on the mat upon waking up. So we'll go now into dolphin. You can stay there if you like. This is the one with the thumbs together, making a rectangle, nice solid base for an inversion. Bring your hips up, you get the benefit with dolphin. If you're then okay with it, lift your feet and follow along. Moving mat a little bit here, so stay the camera. And get the crown of the head right there in the center at the top. Walking the feet forward, getting the hips stacked. And then it's just like falling upwards. Raising the foot. And you're this there, your center point. And make a little comment. If you feel like you're weightless, it's scary, like you're going to fall. Well, guess what? That probably means your alignment's pretty good. And you're where you need to be. So once you get around that, you stay here as long as you like. And now, we'll just separate our legs. Something nice for the abductors. And we'll add a little activation here to the ankle flex. So, and for the calves. So inhale, bring your foot towards you, and exhale all the way out. Just with the breath here, get a little bit more out of the abductor opening here, plus activation of the calf. 2 in 1. Actually, I have my foot almost just against the wall, so I need a little more space. And then just release a little further. Keep the feet at 90 degrees. And then we'll do a fun one. So just turning your feet. You're going to sort of a standing split here. Take that back foot, just drop it behind. And then the front foot, drop it onto the top of the quad. Make sure your focal point is keeping the hip centered and raised. And this is a nice, what I call stable pose. You even stay here a bit longer because you lower your center of gravity with the feet down a little bit. And raise the feet up again. Split the other way. Drop that back foot. And then raise the other. Drop it on top of the quad. If you like, you can even push a little with that foot against the quad. And then resist with the other leg. Giving a bit of activation there as well. If you want to experiment a little bit. And exhale, release. Bring both feet straight first before coming down. Easier to get out of this one. And bring ourselves down here. Immediately go to child's pose. Just sat back on the heels. Hands behind you this time. Palms facing up. Forehead to the mat there. Deep belly breath. And clean up. And we'll go now for back bend. And of course, if you can going for it on the mat, a good back bend. So we'll go for camel pose all the way, as it were. Here, okay, edge. Separate your feet just a little bit here. Camel, so you have enough room to come back into the Supta Rajasana. Raise your arms up in the sky. Deep inhale breath. Push the hips forward as far as you can. Drop the thumbs and the back. Please push it forward again. Back bend, everything is raise one arm up to the sky. Drop it under the heel. Raise the other arm. Very important to raise up and around, open and socket. Drop onto the other heel. Hands on the heels. Push the hips forward. Drop the head back. This right here. Pose. If you want to go further, you can. Back onto that to what I call Supta Rajasana, or super flat. Now, if you want to get out of this now, your thumbs here. We're going to go for it with me. Supta Rajasana. Hands. Place. Hips forward. And then the hands behind you. And then just lower yourself back. Fingertips, back of the head, or crown of the head if you're a little bit not so sure about it. Drop your hips here between your heels. Palms are facing up. And this is Supta Rajasana. Very intense yet relaxing pose. Now, if you want to go a little further here, you can slide your fingers just in that space between the top of the foot and the shin. Use the elbows for a bit of support. And then back. This is the arm behind you. Just listen to your neck. Out of this, same way we came in. Place your fingers underneath. Chin on the top of the foot. Use the elbows. Lift the crown of the head. Up onto the back of the neck and the head. And here we are. Exciting part of how to get out of this part. Same thing, again, using the elbows as a force. Come forward. I like to just come up just like here. As soon as I can, get the thumbs under there for support. Lower back. You don't want to hurt your lower back coming out of this one. Take a breath here. And then working your way up a little bit further. Sliding the elbows back, keeping the thumbs there pressed. And then once you're here on top of the foot with the hand, you'll be able to come out of this. Use your hands here on the side. Release the tension there in the quads. Bring the knees together. Curl our toes. Moment, push back into down dog. Reset everything. Make extra wide on the stance here. Just to really make a rotation in the down dog for the hips. One direction 2 times. Then the other direction 2 times. Just as important as the peak pose is the counter, or what you do right after it. Again, sound the heels, child's pose. Breath. Head to the mat. And inhale breath. So we've had a pretty good morning, 5 a.m. morning session here. Then we'll take ourselves over to the wall. Use it for what I call super shavasana or power shavasana. And simply legs are raised, glutes against the wall. You might want to take your yoga mat, slide it just a little bit so you don't get cold at the base of the spine. Stay there comfortably. And this is a great reset because it works as an inversion with the resting benefit of shavasana. Actually, what I'm going to do is remove this mat completely to have the full effect of the floor, giving the support. So again, tucked in just right to the wall here. Legs are straight. Hands to the side. Let the gravity accentuate the rest, taking the benefits of today's practice. Deep, calm breath. Palms are facing up here. Face, roll to one side. 2 hands as a pillow. Deep inhale and exhale. And then both hands coming up to seated. And I'll say namaste. Thank you very much for joining. And it's been a pleasure. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the Michael Sands Yoga TRX CrossFit meditation channel. And have a great day. See you soon.